Whoops, a lot of stuff got in the way and I didn't review the third episode of Peacemaker. So, gonna have to combine it with the review of the fourth episode. So the third episode, another Rick up my sleeve. Gee, what does it mean? Well, of course, in the other universe, Rick Jr. Is alive. You know, just like Peacemaker's dad's alive, his brother's alive. You know, everybody's alive. It's great. So, right off the bat, they flash back to show you that Harcourt and Rick Jr. bumped uglies, even though he was supposedly mad in love with June Moon, the Enchantress. Although, I guess in between the Suicide Squad movies, maybe things had changed up a bit after she came back from the dead to be with him and whatever. Anywho, he was, you know, bumping uglies with Harcourt, which I guess, you know, that's all it was a recreational thing between them because she doesn't seem to be too upset that he died at the hands of Peacemaker. But hey, whatever. So, of course, no big surprise. Rick Flag Jr. is alive and well in the other universe. So Peacemaker meets him. He's like, but he's exploring the world more because in this world, his doppelganger had a relationship with Harcourt. But of course, he screwed it up because he cheated on her or whatever. But, you know, there's still feelings in her for him. So he's like, this is my chance to, you know, move in on that. So it's interesting. There's a big rescue scene where he has to save the day. And it's more of the, wow, what a great world this is, because he's really respected and seen as a great superhero, which is what he's always wanted to be. Plus, his brother and father are also superheroes. His brother, I believe the design of his outfit is based on this other Peacemaker that DC did for a while when they killed off Peacemaker. I don't know. You know, I'm sure it's all been retconned since then. Whatever. But I think that's the design of his outfit. I seem to recall that. I'm not really up on all later iterations of Peacemaker in the comics and whatnot. But, you know, it did look recognizable. But anyway, meanwhile, of course, Argus is zeroing in on his house, and he's unaware of this. And Economist is like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? But, you know, it was probably of the two episodes, it's a little stronger, but it was, you know, lacking in the comedic high points because not a lot of Eagly and not a lot of Tim Meadows. So, yeah, that was kind of a drag on it. But, you know, going into the other universe and his little adventure there and everything, yeah, it was not bad. It's pretty good. So then, Need I Say Door comes along. Gee, what does that mean? Well, of course, the reason for Argus, of course, the real reason is because Rick Flag Sr. wants revenge for the death of his son. But the main thing for him to be able to justify this is that Peacemaker has the pan-dimensional door, and they want to take possession of this and what have you. And because it's dangerous. Luthor did a similar thing in the Superman movie, and it nearly ripped open, you know, the planet and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, safety and all that. So they're going in to get it. Economist has got to try to, you know, delay and all that. Eventually he's able to text Peacemaker, tell him what to do. Peacemaker is like, oh no. So we get another flashback in that episode of when he was a kid with his brother and his father, and it reveals how his father came into possession of this incredible technology. Well, it belonged to an alien that his father blew the alien's head off, and they collected the device that creates the dimensional doorway. And so he's been using it ever since. So there you go. It's not like he just came up with this in the garage, So this is the means by which Peacemaker can relocate the dimensional door, which is what he has to do, and they show that play out. Meanwhile, Judo Master gets the drop on him, and that's pretty good. It's funny and all that. And you get more Tim Meadows and cutting down Ginger Cool, and then Economos strikes back. Oh, God, it's good stuff. And, of course, some Eagle-y, but also now we've got the Eagle Hunter, which was a pretty funny character, too. And then, boy, he has some, I guess, magic powers or something from his... well, he's not really a Native American, but he deeply wants to be. But he does all this, medicine man stuff to be able to track the eagle. So that's all cool. So he's able to remove the door and put it in an old cabin that his family owns. And they're able to do that. Problem is, that was the whole point of the mission of Argus. So now they open the door and there's nothing but a closet in there and all this sort of stuff, which I guess, man, those clothes must be really old. They must have been there ever since they put the door, because I don't think he can get to it otherwise, unless of course you don't. Well, I don't know. Anyway, so now Rick Flag Sr. decides, well, I'm gonna recruit Harcourt because she's been blacklisted from the agency, but if she does this little bitty mission, then she's back in. And she can't get a job anywhere because all she knows how to do is be an agent and whatnot. They do another gratuitous scene of her beating the crap out of some guy who's, obviously bigger and stronger than her. It's stupid. But they did it. So all she's got to do is turn on Chris and turn him in. So that's the, oh, no, don't do it. Well, you know how that goes. And if she does it, she gets her old job back and all that. So that's how they left that. And, oh, boy, is she going to go through with it. Will Peacemaker be captured and all this sort of thing? Well, it's a bit of a cliffhanger. It's kind of a downer in that sense that the whole episode is to set up the next one. But in a way, that's what they all do, I suppose. But judging them between one or the other, he had more comedy, I would think, in the second one because of, Eagle-y and Tim Meadows. And, but more spectacular action in the previous one, the third episode. So, but all in all, they're still better than the first one, but not anywhere near on par with the first season. So there is that. But, we'll see where it goes. I suspect I already know, but kind of hoping. But, nah, it's going to go that way. But anyway, there you go. See, you're all caught up with Peacemaker season number 2.